In the midst of war, terrorism, and daily bombings, when civil liberties are disappearing as fast as the ozone layer, when 1 out of 3 women in the world will be beaten or raped in her lifetime, why write a play about my stomach?
My stomach.
My stomach.
Maybe because my stomach is the one thing I feel I have control over. Or maybe because I have hoped that my stomach is one thing I could get control over. Maybe because I see how my stomach has come to occupy my attention. I see how other women's stomachs or butts or thighs or hair or skin have come to occupy their attention, so that we have very little left for the war, or much else for that matter. When a group of ethnically diverse, economically disadvantaged women in the United States was recently asked about the one thing they could change in their lives if they could, the majority of these women said they would lose weight. Maybe I identify with these women because I have bought into the idea that if my stomach were flat, then I would be good. And
I would be safe.
I would be protected. I would be accepted, admired, important, loved. Maybe because for most of my life I have felt wrong, dirty, guilty, and bad. And my stomach is the carrier, the pouch for all that self-hatred. Maybe because my stomach has become the repository for my sorrow, my childhood scars, my unfulfilled ambition, my unexpressed rage. Like a toxic dump, it has become where the explosive trajectories collide. The Judeo-Christian imperative to be good, the patriarchal mandate that women be quiet, be less, the consumer state imperative to be better, which is based on the assumption that you're born wrong and bad, and that being better always involves spending money, lots of money. Maybe because as the world rapidly divides into fundamentalist camps, reductive sound bites, and polarizing platitudes, an exploration of my stomach and the life therein has the potential to shatter these dangerous constraints. This play is my prayer, my attempt to analyze the mechanisms of our imprisonment, to break free so that we may spend more time running the world than running away from it, so that we may be compelled to act and resist rather than continue on our path as dangerously distracted consumers. This play is an expression of my hope, my desire that we will all refuse to be a corporate cutout Barbie, that we will say no to the loss of the particular, whether it be to a voluptuous woman in a silk sari, or a woman with defining lines of character in her face, or a distinguishing nose, or olive-toned skin, or wild curly hair. I am stepping off the capitalist treadmill. I'm going to take a deep breath and find a way to survive not being flat or perfect. I'm inviting you to join me, to stop trying to be anyone other than who we are. I was moved by women in Africa who lived close to the earth and didn't understand what it meant not to love their body. I was lifted by older women in India who celebrated their roundness. I was inspired by Marion Woodman, a great Jungian analyst who gave me the confidence to trust what I know. She has said that instead of transcending ourselves, we must move into ourselves. Tell the image makers and magazine sellers and plastic surgeons that you are not afraid, that what you fear most is the death of imagination and originality and metaphor and passion. Then be bold and love your body. Stop fixing it. It was never broken.